Guys, six-wheel Carlisle. I'm gonna do some little drills here, pretending this is the hostage in brown and the white is the bad guy scenario deal. Using the Kimber Micro 9 from a pocket holster. Back up here. Has the laser grip sight and everything, but I don't really use it. See if we can avoid hitting anything but the white. That hostage is gonna be upset. No, dead now. Kimber Micro 9. I did a little bit of coloring on the lettering and stuff, and has a cool little green fiber optic, so yeah, good stuff. Actually, I'll draw from the pocket holster here. And I am putting it on safety before putting it in my pocket. Nobody wants to shoot themselves in the foot. Took me 3.59 seconds to draw and shoot. Let's try again. .87 seconds to draw and shoot. Kind of an awkward little holster. It's one of these deals here. It's just supposed to conceal the outline of the gun in your pocket. It doesn't do the greatest when it kind of folds over and does that, so, but it's better than nothing. It covers the trigger, and it's from Blackhawk. This one's a size number 3. I imagine you could maybe do a size 2 or sew something in there to make it a little less wiggly in the holster. .315. And the safety on this thing is pretty stiff to switch on and off, so you actually very deliberately have to engage it. But it's a good gun. Lots of reviews saying that it's all full of malfunctions and whatnot, and I've noticed a couple, but I mean, with a gun that you can fit in your pocket, and you don't even have to fart with an actual holster and fixing it to your belt and stuff, I think it's worth it. So, just making sure that this is recording still. Alright, let's give it another whirl. Let's try and do better this time. Or slow down a bit. Still missing that little guy. But alright, that was 387, so that was worse with a miss. So that's why you come out here and you practice. But you know, malfunctions or not, all guns are going to malfunction at some point. So to those that say it's a bad firearm or whatever, it's better than no firearm, and all firearms malfunction. So alright, let's give this a whirl. that was a 381. Trying to slow down and actually hit the target. It's kind of weird with such a fairly large hand. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, and it's a small grip, but takes some getting used to. I guess that's why I'm out here practicing, huh? And we're empty. A little tip that I got from a friend of mine a few years ago. I believe he called them 1-in-1 drills. And basically what you do if your firearm can shoot with the magazine out and a chambered round, it'll usually reset like there's another round in it, in the firearm. And you can dry fire to see how bad you're flinching. So it saves ammo and it helps you improve your accuracy by trying to work that flinch out. You bring this thumb over top of the other one there like that, which I have a tendency to do. The slide actually comes back, and you probably can't see it, but it's been catching my knuckle there. Where's my hand? And it gets a little tender and can bleed. So you gotta be aware of that if you have larger hands or you like to hold the firearm that way. Maybe change up my grip and see how I like that. All right, and one more. Good stuff though. All right, there's one thing I'd like to, talk about is the whole March for Our Lives thing and that, and this is just my opinion, so, but I feel kind of like it's, I don't know, not very wise, I guess I would say. There was a quote a long time ago from the general of the Japanese army or whatever, the guys that bombed Pearl Harbor, and when asked when he didn't attack the mainland United States, his comment to that was that something to the effect of he didn't want to because Americans are allowed to have firearms, and a multitude of them. And the quote was that behind every blade of grass would be a rifle. So I guess what I'm saying here is the whole Second Amendment ban and all that stuff seems very foolish to me, because if we unarm ourselves, then we're going to be like Europe and places of that nature where you have, bad elements attacking a lot more frequently, or even foreign countries coming in and attacking at some point down the road once we're less able to defend ourselves. So it just seems like a very blind way of going about things to take the firearms from Americans, law-abiding Americans. I don't know. It's just food for thought, I guess. So when you think about it that way, the idea of Americans having AR style rifles and stuff doesn't seem quite so bad when you consider the alternative of another nation coming in and trying to overthrow your own country and put you in slavery and all that other stuff. May not happen, but if it does, it may even take, I don't know, 100 years or so. But why put yourself at risk like that? Anyway, let's do some shooting. Oh, there you go, malfunction. What happened here, if you can see down in there, it's like the feed ramp isn't quite long enough or something. I don't know if you can even see that, but it actually stuffed the front of the round underneath the feed ramp. So, I mean, maybe something that could be worked out there somehow. It's hard to get the light in there. But that's also another good thing about practicing. You know about this sort of stuff, and you learn how to fix a malfunction, because inevitably this could happen while you're trying to defend your life or the life of someone you care about. So in military, there was a thing we learned, what was it, tap rack and pull or some crap like that. But anyway, release the magazine, stuff it back in, chamber another round, shoot. So it's a good thing to have some malfunctions here and there. And if you do it off a timer, then you become a little better at fixing those malfunctions, or not freezing up when they happen. Of course, I just altogether stopped and showed you guys, but I don't know. It's good to know your firearms. So I think I'll wrap this up, and you guys take care, and I'll see you later.